Hey y'all, Monk Joseph with the Broken Buddha. Today it is with a heavy heart that I'm coming to you guys. My Wang Chun Kung Fu Sifu, Master Clayton passed away on Monday, and if I don't make this video now, I'm never going to make it. Um, Joining us in picture, this is where I train. You've got Shigung Qingjin Sao from the Southern White Crane Group with YMAA. This is Yipman, Lung Bik, Jiao Shan, the whole six-person picture out of Grandmaster Chung's book. Shigong Yip Shui from the Southern Chagar sect, and then Shigong Lao Shui from the Southern Chagar sect. And then Master Clayton's picture is here, where it will be permanently until I can readjust things to put him up there with the even line. I have aloes wood incense burning for all of them, so they're all here with us. I started my traditional kung fu journey with Master Clayton. Oh gosh, when was that? That would have been, I want to say like 2010, around there. On and off before and around there. He gave me my Iron Palm training in my first round of 100 days. We went through Seal and Tao, and I took that knowledge and ran with it. I left Baltimore before I continued my training, but I continued it elsewhere. Without Master Clayton, there is no Monk Joseph, arguably no Broken Buddha. He's the foundation that I one of the foundations that I am built upon. So I just knew if I didn't make this video now, I never would. I didn't want it to be, obviously I wanted to like cut my hair and shave and not look like I've been, on and off a little bit sad here and there. But my face might start leaking, but it's okay. I said I got to make the video. Let me think. It's interesting because they're really Wang Chun is a fighting monk sect, and as you all know, I ended up becoming a praying monk. Just out of personal experience and meditative stuff. So it's very odd to be like the Wing Chun praying fighting monk, but I'm allowed to fight again since I had the visions. But none of this would have occurred again without the tutelage of Master Clayton. Now, this is actually weighing me down a little more than I thought it would. I mean, of course, I knew I'd be sad, but um, it's different for a lot of us in these kung fu circles. I'm from Baltimore, and a lot of us in the kung fu circles, that's who we have. Sifu means father, or respected father, and Master Clayton really bestowed this on us. Not only with his relationship with Master Chung, or Grandmaster Chung, Grandmaster William Chung, but also with us, and always making us feel like family. So it's hard to realize the significance of somebody after they're gone. I mean, and I always knew the significance of him, but again, it's different when they're not here anymore. And I've never really felt much of a responsibility to step into anybody else's shoes and try to accomplish something. I mean, you were always trying to be good people and do good things in society, but I've never really felt like, you know, I need to be that guy, and I'm never gonna be that guy, man. And nobody can be that guy. He was the only one. But we try. It's why we do what we do. So I'll just share a quick story or two, and then do some last rites. I did go through all the training for the Shaolin, for the Bodhidharma Damo time period of Shaolin. So I'm going to do the last rites that I was trained to do because I don't know how many other people are trained to do them. But again, this is just calling all the spirit team friends from the Shaolin Temple, and we'll do that in a second. But actually, I'll go ahead and do that now, and then we'll do stories afterwards. Do a little seal and tell. I knew it'd be like a long-winded video, but anyway. So this is what we're going to be doing. Who I'm calling. This is Amitabha, the Buddha of the Shaolin Temple. They say he came from a different system of worlds to help guide us to end suffering and sentience. This is Tara, the mother of all Buddhas. Think of it more like the Bindu, like the spawning point of all consciousness, infinitely, kind of. And then, of course, you have Manjushri down here, which is, if you understand Hinduism, is the same concept as Ganesha. It's the esoteric wisdom and knowledge. And then you have Vajrapani, which is the equivalent of, Shiva or all physical existence. But also, there's way more to it than that. But he's the patron saint of the Shaolin Temple, one of the main bodhisattvas of the Shaolin Temple, the goddess, or Guan Yin, even if you will, of China. And then you have Amitabha, or Amitofu in Chinese. So I'm going to do my quick prayers. I believe I have fresh incense lit for Shifu Clayton, or Master Clayton. And I'm going to go ahead and do my thing. hold my picture to all my homies, and then yeah, we'll move on. Om Ami Deva Hri. Namo Ami Butsu. Namo Ami Tofu. Om Oi Moi Roi De De Oi Be Oi Tois Wo. Om Oi Moi Roi De De Oi Be Oi Tois Wo. Om Oi Moi Roi De De Oi Be Oi Tois Wo. Om Tare Tu Res Wo. Om Tare Tu Res Wo. Om Tare Tu Res Wo. Om Vodra Poni Om Vor. Om Vodra Poni Om Vor. Om Vodra Poni Om Vor. Om Oi Roi Potsoi Noi. Om Oi Roi Potsoi Noi. Om Oi Roi Potsoi Noi. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. All pure virtues into the three doors are dedicated to all sentient beings of the three realms, having purified all afflictions and obscurations of the three poisons, may we swiftly achieve the complete Buddhahood of the three bodies. See if I can get this to hang for the duration. Okay, cool. All right. So how about a little bit of a Selim Tao break, and then I'll get into a story or two. That might help me kind of get my bearing here. All right. Okay. Um, Story time. So let's see. Growing up, growing up kung fu in Baltimore is was interesting. You hear a lot of legends and names. Master Clayton's right at the top of that list. Um, I had a list of things to talk about, but I lost it, so I'll just go off my memory. Um, Watching him walk around tournaments was interesting. It was like before I knew him, it'd be like watching the Grim Reaper walk around a tournament. Not because he was being mean or dark. It was just the way that everybody would look at him and the way he would carry himself. You know, just this tall dark guy walking through the crowd, and everybody would be like, you know, I mean, you literally would thought that you know somebody, a deity, was walking through the room. It was very interesting to have seen that coming up. And then of course you get to train with him, and he's like one of the greatest guys ever. You know, you hear some stories, some good, some bad, but the experience itself was always good. You know, you get to learn things and hear somebody talk for real, and it's good to have somebody be real with you like that and say things. You know, be talking about somebody, just have them be real blunt. You know, he don't know no Wing Chun, he don't know no Kung Fu, he ain't no master. Um, and it's these things, they just resonate. You know, especially when you grow up in Baltimore, and even like, you know, I can hear him in my head when, you know, I'm dealing with other masters and teachers. You know, like I'll be trying to have a conversation with somebody who's false flag, and then Master Clayton pops in my head like, he ain't no master, like um but yeah, it was good to have that realness. I really enjoyed having him as a Sifu because I knew that if anybody ever hit him up for my credentials, he would more than likely just be like, well, punch him in the face if you have a problem with his Wing Chun or his Kung Fu. And that's, I was like, just being taught that realness. It wasn't the toughness of who we are, what we were being taught. It was just the realness. You know, you're not gonna know your Kung Fu unless you're practicing. You're not gonna test somebody's kung fu without punching them in the face, you know. And yeah, let's see what other quotes. People been punching in the face and kicking in the groin for 1,000 years. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was a good one. I remember he got to meet my grandmother. Probably my best story in Master Clayton's right here. So when I went to go meet him to do my iron palm, met him at his apartment. We got in the car. The way the sun hit the clock, it was like I remember it from a dream, but I couldn't remember the rest of the dream. And I told him about it, and he thought that was pretty cool. And then he came to, I was living at my grandmother's at the time. He got to meet my grandmother. My grandmother got to meet a Shaolin, you know, true kung fu fighting monk. Yeah, and she loved everybody, so it was like, you know, they were awesomely happy to meet each other. Um, and then yeah, I went through my iron palm process there, and we worked through stuff. I enjoyed sparring with the team. Um, and as you can see from the YouTube channel, I actually went a pretty decent distance after I left Baltimore and did everything. And yeah, I don't know. So I'm a little bit of at a loss for words. This doesn't usually happen to me, so keep an eye on the time. So, um, oh geez, I feel like I can't say enough. So yeah, so it's I'm sure there's other people who feel the way about, you know, it was too soon, unexpected. I didn't really know if and that he was having any health issues, but um, it's weird. Like as soon as I found out, you know, I was actually talking to Bill at the time, Master Bill. I don't know what your name is these days, your title. Um, and he told me, and it sunk in slow, and it was weird. I like looked back, and like 90% of, if not 99% of my life, like goes back to that point. You know, you know. Um, so it's been weird, and then not only seeing that like 99% of my life came from this point, but also realizing that I need to, if I want to see the type of change that I want to see in the world, then I need to continue that. You know, I need to make sure that I am continuing the lineage of information, make sure that if somebody wants Kung Fu as a whole or the Shaolin Temple as a whole, that I train them. And if they want Kung Fu, Wing Chun all the way, I send them to the right master, give them everything that I got, and then send them somewhere else to get mastered. I have a lot, but I can't make somebody a master. Um, oh, man. Yeah, this really stinks. Um, So yeah, big ups to my Baltimore fam and the Jersey fam, everywhere, everyone who knew and loved Master Clayton. Um, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of like everything that I can say. Did I say it all? Did I say it appropriately? I think the biggest thing that'll stick to all of us is Ming. Ming. I'm gonna be so annoying when I see people in Wing Chun Kung Fu with the Ming. Like I can't. I'm not gonna let that die. I was big with him. And for those of you who don't know, Ming is a greeting or departing term stating that you wish to see the Shaolin Temple get back to the glory days of the Ming Dynasty. I'm sure it's more about the Ming Dynasty glory days, but to us, it's about seeing the Shaolin Temple in its glory days again. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I wish I could have made this video sooner, but this is the best I could do. And again, I just really wanted to perform. I became the Shaolin monk priest that I am because of Master Clayton, and that ended up in the praying monk sort of thing. So I wanted to make sure I did the proper rites, do right by Damo and by Master Clayton. So let me grab this real quick. For those of you who don't know, I had to make this picture because I didn't really have a nice one to hang, and I pretty much spent all night after I found out trying to make this just so I could put up an incense and pay some proper respects. That's probably the best angle. There we go. But if you Google Master Clayton or Master John Clayton, Wing Chun, any of that stuff, you'll see it. You'll find something that you're looking for with this, and yeah, there's a book that him and Bill wrote that's incredible. If you don't know anything about Wing Chun, or you're just getting started, or you're in another martial art and you just want some really good pointers, that'll do it. Sorry, I don't really care about the whole team. I just want to see Master Clayton in this picture. All right. So here you have it. That's my Master Clayton commemoration. Yeah, I'll try to get some more Wing Chun, more videos up. And yeah. Sorry I couldn't make it back to Baltimore, guys. I'll do my best to, but when I can make it through, I'll do my best to stop everywhere and share what I got from my journey that started with him. And yeah, let's all just start the new chapter. Yeah, we need to put it down. We got to make sure that all that energy that he put into us isn't wasted and isn't continuing going to the right people and keeping people safe, or at least having the things that they want to know to keep themselves safe. So yeah, like I said, I don't really know what to say. This is all freestyle. I didn't really plan. I just wanted to do last rites, share some stories. Oh, I got another one. I gotta share this one before I go. The pads on the back of his hands. If anybody doesn't talk about this, they don't know him. When I was first getting my iron palms done, he showed me the backs of his hands, and it was. I like to respect all the masters, and he's in there. All right. So he had me hit his hands, right? He puts his hands out and he's like, hit me. And I like laid into him and he's like, no, like really, really hit me. So I drilled my second knuckles through his hands and it like hurt me. Like he's just sitting there laughing. And I'm like, ah. And I mean, you'll understand. He had his hand, the back of his hand, right? Little sinew pad there, just wham, like as hard as I could. And I crippled over like, oh my God. And I could, this is back in the day. I could punch a dent a dumpster without having too much of a problem. So So yeah, anybody who knows that, like, yeah, that was good stuff. Just you hit his hand, and his hand hurts you if you hit it. It was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. All right, all right. So if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. Anybody who stayed by and watched this whole almost 20-minute video, I appreciate you watching. Well, again, I'll try to get some more Wing Chun up. If I think of any more stories, I'll have to make an addendum to this. But again, I just wanted to put on my official robes, do my official mantras, pay some Shaolin official respects. But man, you can feel them everywhere. Just put your arms out, light something, and do some Seal Tao with him in your mind's eye. He's not gone. He's right there, man. I started doing it, and it was just instantly powerful. Man, when I got this thing set up Monday night and just started doing Seal Tao with tears in my ears, I could just feel like this comfort and warmth come over me, and I know it was him. Yeah, it was pretty awesome stuff. So, Master Clayton, I miss you. We're all gonna miss you. I love you. We all love you. We will see you soon, and I will do my best, and I'm sure many of us will do our best to make sure that the energy and time that you put into us will not be wasted, and will be properly passed on through lineage. And yeah, we're just going to send that torch, that Shaolin Temple torch, right through time. So thank you for your part of lighting that torch, or keeping that torch lit and sending it through us and putting it in our hearts. So thank you so much. Ming.